Yeah, I mean, I'm just a proud grandmother who wants her grandchildren to win. She's in school, and I honestly think that my granddaughter is being targeted because of, she's my granddaughter. So I pay attention, close attention, because what made me first catch it was because when I first went up to the school, there's a guy that stands outside. You're supposed to have these cards, Mr. Stafford. They're supposed to have these cards that show the student's name. You stick it out the window, you put it in your windshield, and when he sees the car pull up, he calls the kids on the speaker in the on the two-way radio, and they bring the children out. When you loop around. Okay, so he asked me every day. He would say, is that Kylie or Keely? Come to find out, my granddaughter said that that's her teacher. She said that's her teacher for all her subjects. She's only in the third grade. So why are you always asking me? I'm black. It's not that many black kids up at the school. And you've seen me several times. Why you ask me every day, is her name Kylie or Keely Jones? Why do you say that? I had a best friend that died. Her name was Keely. Actually, she was murdered. She was murdered back in the 90s. We was only like 21, 22 years old, early 90s. And it was kind of funny because she had crossed my mind not too long ago. Just my thoughts of, about since I've been targeted, I kind of pay attention. And, you look at things in retrospect and you be like, okay, how do you know if this been going on? How long has this been going on? Was she targeted? You know what I'm saying? Then you put you in the mind of Kanika Jenkins. She was in her 20. Oh, she wasn't even 20. She was 19. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing this up because she just got her first pamphlet from school, and I was looking at her gradings. Report cards. I'm looking at her grades, and come on, this is only third grade work. You wrote on there 85, then you changed it to a 92. This is the same paper. I mean, it's not the same paper, it's a different paper, but it's the same thing. They both have 4 questions on the front, 4 questions on the front. She got an 85 on this paper. She got 4 questions on the back, so that's a total of 8 questions. She missed 1. She didn't miss any there. She missed 1 here, and she missed 1 here. It's 3 questions on the front. This is comprehension. This is comprehension, and this one is vocabulary. So she get 8 questions of vocabulary and 5 questions of comprehension. She only missed 2. I'll show you again. 1, 2 questions, and she only got an 85. This is the same setup, different story. She got 4 questions on the front, and she got 4 questions on the back, which is a total of 8 questions in vocabulary, and she got 3 questions in the front on comprehension and 3 questions in the back. He marked it wrong. Then he scratched it out and said it was right. This third grade work now. You don't have the key code sitting on your desk where you know if it's A, B, C. This is multiple choice. You don't know which one it is. You did the same thing with there. You said it was wrong, and then you said it was okay. But to make a long story short, like I said, she only missed 2 over there. Here she missed 1, 2. He marked it wrong, but it's right. And she missed another one here at 3. He marked that wrong, but it was right. And then he changed it. So she only missed 3 here. She missed 3 here and got a 92. She only missed 2 here and got an 85. How can that be? Wouldn't the grade go up if she only missed 2? This is an example of them targeting my grandbaby. Now they could say I'm overzealous or whatever you want to call it, but I'm looking at it right here with the setup. You know what I'm saying? So another incident happened where my granddaughter, it affected her enough for her to come home and mention it. She said that this is the same dude that always asks, is it Kylie or Keely Jones? We done went through this 5 times. I've been picking her up. You say the same thing, and then now that I'm finding out that that's her teacher for everything, why are you doing it? He an older white guy. Like, why? What's the point of that? You see how they be slick trying to target you. And before I even knew, I questioned. I was like, I really need to want to pick her up because I'm like, I don't want them targeting my grandbaby at the school, but my daughter need help, so I go pick up my grandbaby. And of course, lo and behold, when I go up there to pick her up, like the second time I go pick her up, it's a man sitting in the pickup truck in front. He had his arm out the window on his sunglasses in the pickup truck. He was staring at me through the driver side mirror. He was just staring at me. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, is this man staring at me? He just kept staring at me. You could feel the energy penetrating you. So I grabbed my phone to record him. As soon as I grabbed the phone to put it up to record him, he put that arm in. And he stopped staring at me. He took that face out that side view mirror and he rolled up his window. Now, I was right behind him as we turning around the curve. Okay, as we turn around the curve to loop around in front of the school, because it's a line of us, to loop around the school, he was in front of me. Little boy ran out. I want to see what the kid was gonna look like that he picked up. I think I recorded the beginning, but when the kids come out, I kind of put the camera down because he's small, so I don't want to, he's innocent, so far. So I don't want to put him on there because he's just a child. So, but what I could have recorded was his gym shoes. The little boy that hopped in the car, the little boy had on red and black, and he had on red gym shoes. Got in the gang stalker car that was just harassing me. So I said, damn, okay. I said, and then when I asked my grandbaby, when she got in the car, because I was next in line, she came out. I said, do you know that little boy that just got in that car? And she said, who? Whatever his name was. She said his name. She's like, yeah, that's my classmate. I said, okay, that's your classmate. So now, as much as I don't want to tell her or talk about my targeting because I don't want to include them in it, because I don't want them being harassed, it doesn't matter. It still follows them. You see what I'm saying? Because I am seeing signs of it now. So I'm making a record, and I'm also making a note and blogging about this and putting this on here because pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wish we could send our kids to a private school. I wish we could send our grandkids to a private school. But I just can't let that ride because now not only are you fucking with me, you fucking with my family. You know what I'm saying? So just like I told you about the incident where they stole her car and totaled it. This is her child. So I don't know. I'm making record. I have to. I have to make a record. Now, other than that, my grandbaby got 100s. She got a 100 here. She got a 100 here. She won timetables. Why would you mess up her perfect record? She getting hundreds all over the place. She got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, which I'm proud of her. But why would you do that? Why would you do that to her paper just to mess up her grade point average? I don't care if it's only third grade. It matters to me. So, yeah. I'm putting this up. Pay attention. Watch your kids closely. Just because you don't want to include them in it, just know that they part of your bloodline and they targeted too. I don't care how small or little it is. Pay attention. Pray over your kids. Pray over your family.